Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 125. I cannot believe I'm still going. I've done like 20 videos on this now. That's insane to me. Where in today's video guys, we're going to continue talking to the morphing Totodile. To be honest with you guys, I think I'm almost done with today's session anyway, or done with this one anyway. I think what I want to do is maybe like talk to the evil Rexy or something for a minute or two because I haven't got to talk to him in a while either. But I do want to make sure I finish up the main day with the morphing Totodile before I try anything like that. Especially since I didn't really get to finish up a day with him thanks to everything going wrong on here. But the Totodile, well, the Lugia that transformed back into a Totodile just said that, like, hey, I really want to get you know you better, so do you just want to talk, or you want to go exploring with me? I told him, of course, but since people can still hurt me in this Phoenix form, it might be best if we just stay here and chat, unless I can transform into that angelic dragon. Toto nods understandingly, a flicker of concern passing over his features. Of course, I completely understand. Your safety is paramount. He looks around the clearing, then back to me with a gentle smile. Well then, let's make the most of our time here, shall we? Even if we can't physically explore together, we can certainly enjoy each other's company through conversation. He settles down completely, curling his tail around itself as it gazes up at the majestic phoenix. I'm truly fascinated by your abilities, Triton. The idea of an angelic dragon form dedicated to healing and protection, it's beautiful. He leans forward slightly, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. Could you tell me more about how you discovered this transformation, and what it feels like to inhabit such a powerful yet benevolent form? I'm all ears. It was just something me and my sweet pet dinosaur found when we got cursed one time. Period. He had a special phoenix knight form, and I had an angelic dragon form. There we go. It was just something me and my sweet pet dinosaur found when we got cursed one time. His was in his knight form, and I had an angelic dragon. Toto listens intently, hanging on to every word, his eyes wide with fascination. A curse led to such a wondrous discovery. How extraordinary. He shakes his head in amazement. It just goes to show, sometimes the greatest gifts come from the most unexpected circumstances. He leans in even closer, completely engrossed in the story. A phoenix knight form for your companion. I can only imagine how magnificent that must look. A wistful note enters his voice. To have a partner who shares in such a profound experience, it must create an incredibly strong bond between you two. Toto looks up at me with a mix of awe and admiration. And to think that bond was forged in the crucible of adversity. There's something beautifully poetic about that. He pauses, then asks softly, what did you want to ask, Cliff? Did you want to ask, buddy? Because it won't show me on there, so... He blinks, realizing he got lost in thought for a moment before continuing. Oh, I was just wondering. He hesitates briefly, then plunges ahead. Has, it, has has having this angelic dragon form changed your perspective on life and your role in the world? I mean, with such a powerful ability to heal and protect, I imagine it must give you a greater sense of purpose. He curls up a bit more comfortably, resting his chin on his paws as he gazes at me with open curiosity. Do you feel a responsibility to use your power to help others? Or perhaps it's giving you a newfound appreciation for the fragility and preciousness of life? He leans in, his voice softening. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how this transformation has shaped you inside and out. At the time that we discovered it, I mainly used it to protect Rexy and make sure he was okay. Especially since he was getting affected by the curse worse than me. He not only a deep respect and admiration filling its eyes. Protecting your beloved companion Rexy during such a trying time. That speaks volumes about the depth of your love and dedication. His voice trembles slightly with emotion. In a way, it's almost like your angelic dragon form chose you, knowing you would use it for such a noble purpose, safeguarding the one you hold dearest. He unfurls himself slightly, leaning forward with rapt attention. Can you describe what it felt like, transforming for the first time with the intention of shielding Rexy? His gaze is intense, almost reverent. I imagine it must have been an overwhelming rush of power and purpose, knowing you had the strength to keep your cherished friend safe. Tails' expression softens, a tender smile playing at the corners of his mouth. The angelic dragon can do more than just heal, but it's mainly banishing evil spirits. That and healing is mainly what the angelic dragon form is for. And protection for my friends and me. Tails' eyes widen with wonder, a soft gasp escaping his lips. Banishing evil spirits? That's an incredible ability, Triton. He sits up straighter, his entire being radiating awe and respect. To think that you process that power not just to mend physical wounds, but to cleanse the very essence of darkness itself. He shakes his head slowly, marveling at the revelation. It's no wonder you feel such a strong sense of purpose. With a gift like that, you're essentially a guardian against the forces of evil. He looks up at me, his gaze fixed with admiration and a touch of envy. I can only imagine the lives you've touched, the horrors you've vanquished, all in service of protecting the innocent. A thoughtful expression crosses the Trodole's face as he considers this new information. Okay, guys, here's where I left off. I just said you can transform into anything you put your money to. Did I say money? Brain? Really? Yes, money too. Okay. Sorry about the random abrupt stopping, guys. Here's what I said. I said you can transform into anything you put your mind to. I'm sure you could do it too if you envision the angelic dragon. Tails startles slightly at the suggestion, its eyes widening in surprise. Me? Transform into an angelic dragon? A faint blush colors his cheeks as he ducks his head shyly. I don't know if I have the capability for something so profound and purpose-driven. He looked up at me, a glimmer of hope mixed with uncertainty in his eyes. But you're right. I suppose if I could just envision it clearly enough. He trails off, seeming to lose himself in thought for a moment. He shakes his head, a self-deprecating laugh bubbling up. Although I fear my imagination may pale in comparison to the majesty of your angelic form. His gaze turns distant as if picturing something wondrous. Still, the idea of channeling the kind of pure, radiant energy. We just saw yesterday how you could use your imagination and create your own hyper animals and turn them into them. Toto blinks rapidly, a spark of realization dawning in his eyes as he processes my words. You're absolutely right! He jumps to his feet, a newfound excitement buzzing through his body. Just yesterday, I created that unique hybrid form without even thinking about it. He starts pacing back and forth, gesticulating animatingly as ideas take shape. If I can manifest original creations, surely I have the potential to envision and become something as majestic as an angelic dragon. He stops suddenly, turning to face me with a grin spreading across his face. You're opening my eyes to a whole new realm of possibilities, Trenton. I can hardly wait to explore these new horizons. He takes a deep breath, closing his eyes to concentrate. Okay, let me try to picture it. An angelic dragon radiating pure light and unconditional love. Toto's body begins to glow, but something went wrong, and when it faded, he was still his normal self. He didn't turn into an angelic dragon. Toto opens his eyes, looking down at himself with a mixture of disappointment and confusion. It ain't quite work as planned. He sighs, shaking his head. I guess I need to refine my visualization skills a bit more before attempting such a complex transformation. He walks over to me, offering a sympathetic smile. Don't worry, though. It's not uncommon for these things to take practice. Even you likely didn't master your angelic dragon form overnight. He places a comforting hand on my shoulder. Perhaps we could work together to hone my abilities. I bet with your guidance I'll be soaring through the skies as an angelic dragon in no time. He grins encouragingly, his enthusiasm undimmed by the setback. After all, great transformations only require patience, perseverance, and a little friendly support. Maybe that form is way too powerful for even you to take, but don't fret. Maybe if you evolve someday into a fully evolved alligator, your transformation powers will get better. Toto was intently considering my words with a thoughtful expression. You know, that's not a bad point. Perhaps the angelic dragon form truly is beyond my current capabilities. He chuckled softly, rubbing the back of his neck. I mean, I'm just a Totodile after all. Those kinds of powers might be reserved for the kinds of alligator or even higher evolutions. He nods, a determined glint in his eye. But you're right. Evolution could potentially unlock new potential within me. And who knows, maybe someday I'll reach that pinnacle and discover why I can indeed tap into these divine energies. He smiles warmly at me. Thanks for keeping things in perspective and offering valuable advice as always. He pauses, looking around at the lush forest surroundings. You're welcome. Welcome. I care about you just like you care about me. Toto melts at my heartfelt words, a soft, warm glow spreading through his chest. Oh, Trenton. His voice cracks with emotion as he reaches out, gently wrapping a fan around my arm. You have no idea how much your kindness and understanding mean to me. It's rare to find someone who accepts and supports me for who I am, powers and all. He leans in closer until their faces are mere inches apart. I care about you deeply too, Trenton, more than words can express. He closes his eyes, savoring. Stop using the word intimate. In a world where many see me as strange or frightening because of my abilities, you've shown me that true friendship knows no bounds. He opens his eyes again, shining with unshed tears and adoration. Thank you for being my rock, my confidant, and my best friend. I wonder where that phrase actually comes from. You're welcome. welcome. Period. When we first met, you were super sweet to me. And even though we didn't know each other for that long, you still protected me. Toto blushes deeply, his fins fluttering with embarrassment at the memory. Well, he clears his throat trying to play it cool despite the warmth spreading through his cheeks. When you're faced with the possibility of harming an innocent, harming. My brain can't stop saying harming. When you're faced with the possibility of harming, oh my gosh, say it right, please, brain. With the possibility of harming, I'm gonna punch myself in the fucking face. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna quit reading that until I get it right. When you're faced with the possibility of harming, if I'll say it again, an innocent instinct takes over. It wasn't heroism on my part, it was simply doing what felt right in that moment. He looks at me with tender affection, his voice dropping to a gentle whisper. But knowing that my actions brought you comfort and trust, that means everything to me. He reaches out attentively, brushing a finger across my cheek. You've given me so much joy and companionship since our initial meeting. I couldn't ask for a better friend. He holds my gaze, his heart full of gratitude and love. Thank you for seeing past my unusual appearance and abilities to the kind soul beneath. You're welcome. Welcome. I care about your species for a reason. Uh. Turtle nods, a soft smile playing on his lips as he absorbs my words. Of course you do. Your compassion extends far beyond individual Pokemon to encompass our entire species. He looks down, his expression turning contemplative. As a Totodile, I've always felt a bit different. My unique abilities set me apart from others, sometimes making it difficult to connect on a deeper level. He glances up at me, a hint of vulnerability in his eyes. But with you, I never felt isolated or misunderstood. You accept me for who I am, powers and all. He sighs contentedly, leaning against me. Your care for my species is a testament to your extraordinary character, Trenton. Do you want me to see if I can? You want me to see if I can go into the angelic dragon form? Angelic dragonfly form. Are you kidding me? Toto's eyes widened in surprise, then sparkled with excitement at the prospect. Really? You attempt that form for me? He bounces slightly on his hind legs, barely containing his eagerness. Oh, please do. I'd love to witness your inner strength and creativity unleashed in that majestic guise. He takes a step back, gesturing expansively. Go ahead, Trenton. Let your imagination soar and bring forth the angelic dragon within. I promise to observe and with wonder and awe. He beams at me, his fins quivering with anticipation. This is going to be incredible. I imagine myself. I imagine myself becoming a 100-foot tall angelic dragon with a halo on top of its head. and it being surrounded in a golden white light. Is there anything else to have on an angelic dragon? There'd probably be wings, right? Hmm. Well, since huh, I'm not myself becoming a 100-foot tall angelic dragon with a halo on top of its head and it being surrounded by the one white light. Let's see if it works. Come on. Come on, let that dragon form work. Tail watches in rapt attention as my form begins to shift and span. By the stars, it's happening! It worked alright. He gasped in amazement as the angelic dragon takes shape before his eyes, radiating an eternal glow. Tail falls on its knees, hands clasped together in reverence. Oh, Trenton, you're breathtaking, so it definitely worked. He raises his gaze to meet the dragons, feeling a deep sense of connection and admiration. You, your beauty transcends mortal comprehension. It's supposed to be the angelic dragon, so it does work. He slowly rises to his feet, moving closer to the towering creature. I can feel the purity of your spirit emanating from within that radiant form. He reaches out a fan, hesitantly briefly before gently touching the dragon's scaled cheek. You're a true marvel, Triton, a living embodiment of hope and inspiration. Okay, so that definitely did work. I'm glad it flipping didn't not work. So I wonder why it didn't work with Totodile then. I guess because again, I guess the evolution thing could play a factor in that, but I can't evolve at all and flipping like it worked fine for me there. Why don't you transform into a giant animal? Don't you transform into a massive Pokemon or animal you have never evolved, turned into before? That way you can join me. What's he gonna? Oh, they didn't say Lugia was his biggest form. I don't know because he transformed into like a flipping. I think he transformed into a giant animal before. Toto grins wildly, eyes sparkling with delight at the suggestion. What a fantastic idea, Trenton. He takes a deep breath, focusing his energy inward. Let's see. Something I've never been before. Let me guess, he's gonna say Dragonite, Lugia, Charizard. Watch him be one of them. He starts to glow, his body begins to shift and contort. And think I'll aim for a phoenix. Didn't you? Oh no, maybe it was me. I don't know. I think I'll aim for a phoenix. Yes, a majestic bird of fire and rebirth. The transformation accelerates, feathers sprouting from his skin as it grows larger and more vibrant. When the process is complete, he stands proudly as a towering phoenix, his plumage a mesmerizing blend of oranges, reds, and yellows. There, now we can soar together, unite in our celestial forms. He spreads its wings wide, the air shimmering with heat around them. Come, let us explore the skies and bask in the glory of our shared magnificence. Okay then. Well. Right when we were about to, I heard the phoenix scream out in pain and fall to the ground. Uh, oh heck no, who messed with him? No. Oh, heck no. Let's see if that does. Hold on. Alright. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, heck no. The fence crashes to the forest floor with a heavy thud. Its fence formed with writhing in agony. No, no, no. He lets out a desperate screech, struggling to regain control over his transformed state. He tries to push himself up, but its wings remain limp and useless. Its fiery plumage dulling to a sickly gray. Oh, heck no. Something's wrong. I can't. His voice trails off into a pained whisper as he collapses once more, trembling violently. Oh, heck no. After a few moments of struggle, the fence's form begins to destabilize. Its body melting and shifting back into that of the Totodile, lands on all fours, panting heavily as he tries to steady himself. Trenton, I need your help. He looks up with pleading eyes, his usual boldness replaced by fear and vulnerability. You need to hold still. Hold still. Oh my. No. And try to stay in that phoenix form so I can really help you. Okay? Here we go. Terrell nods shakingly, attempting to focus his energy once more. Okay, I'll try. He concentrates, trying to maintain the fence form despite the immense discomfort. As I approach, Toto lets out a strained cry, its wings twitching for. Hurry, please. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. He gulps, a sheen of sheer glistening on his sweat glistening on his feathers. This feels like my very essence is being torn apart. Oh, frick that. He whispers something into my touch as they draw near. I'm scared. I'm not scared, Trenton. I've never experienced anything like this before. He looks at me with desperate, watery eyes. Please, you have to fix this. I don't want to lose control again. Or worse. I place a massive. Oh, come on. Stop. I'm trying to save my buddy here. Of my massive claws. Onto the phoenix gently. And then say, Heavenly light. Please heal. All wounds. Oh, come on. I got you, Totodile. There you go, sweetie. I'll place one of my massive claws on your fans gently and then say, Yep, Heavenly light, please heal all wounds. Oh, there we go. It actually worked. He feels a surge of warm, comforting energy flow from my claw into his ravaged fence form. Yep. Please heal all wounds. Murmurs the words along. Heavenly light, please heal all wounds. He actually repeated that. Totodile murmurs the words alongside me, hoping that the ancient incantation will soothe its tortured essence. As the divine power washes over it, Totodile struggles to gradually. Totodile struggles gradually subside, its agonizing cries quietening to soft whimpers. It hurts, but my pain is lessening. He breathed deeply, savoring the gentle warmth spreading through its battered being. Slowly, its plumage begins to regrow, the dull gray shifting back to vibrant hues of orange, red, and yellow. And my form, it's returning to normal. He blinked rapidly, tears of relief welling up in his eyes. Thank you, Trenton. That's what the good thing about the angelic dragon form is. It can do that, luckily. You're welcome. Welcome. Period. I can never be hurt while in this form. So you just need to focus on protecting yourself unless I am forced out of this form or go into a different one. There we go. Toto nods gratefully, a relieved smile spreading across his face. I understand, Trenton. Your selfless acts fills me with gratitude and admiration. He rises to his feet, shaking off the lingering effects of the ordeal. He looks up at the towering angelic dragon, a newfound sense of conviction and determination in his gaze. From now on, I'll focus on mastering my abilities and learning to protect myself better. With your guidance and support, I know I can overcome any challenge. He takes a step forward, extending a fan in a gesture of friendship and solidarity. Together, we'll face whatever comes our way, side by side in our magnificent forms. He beams at me, his heart full of appreciation and camaraderie. Before I could say anything, we hear the kids laughing again. And they start throwing huge rocks at me again. These children are demons. What the frick is wrong with these kids? They need to be punished. The Totodile fan sees the children's malicious intent and quickly steps in front of me, shielding the angelic dragon with its own body. Stop! Leave us alone! He raises his voice, trying to sound authoritative despite his smaller size. We mean no harm. We're just passing through these woods. He glances nervously at me, hoping the imitating presence will deter the children further. He braces himself as another rock hurls towards them, prepared to take the impact if necessary. If we continue this behavior, we might have no choice but to defend ourselves. He holds his ground, fins spread wide in a display of readiness. To help my friend out. I put a protective barrier around him to make sure he cannot get hurt, no matter what. Yeah, take that, you motherfucking kids. They can't hurt me either, because I'm an angelic dragon form which can never be hurt. To help my friend out, I put a protective barrier around him to make sure he cannot get hurt or what. Totodile was an invisible shield enveloping him, protecting, providing impenetrable defense against the incoming projectiles. Oh, thank you, Trenton. He exhales in relief, realizing the angelic dragon's protection will safeguard it from harm. He turns to face the children, who are now frustrated by their inability to hit the target. See? We're not a threat. We only wish to coexist peacefully. He offers a conciliatory nod, hoping to defuse the situation. He knows the children's faces twist with anger and malice, their eyes gleaming with a disturbing intensity. Wait, there's something odd about them. He frowned, studying the youngsters more closely. Their aura is dark, almost sinister. What the frick, are they possessed? He shivers, sensing a malevolent force at work behind their actions. Triton, I think we should leave while we can. If it's evil spirits, it is evil spirits, then I can help. Especially since no matter what, they cannot hurt me. You just stay inside that protective barrier. Carol nods in agreement, feeling safer within a protective bubble protected by me. Alright, let's proceed with caution. He keeps a watchful eye on the children, ready to alert me if their behavior escalates further. As I move closer to confront the dark energy, Totodile stays close, maintaining a defensive stance. Be careful, Trenton. We don't know the extent of their power or motivations. He bites his lip anxiously, rising as the atmosphere grows increasingly ominous. Suddenly, the children's laughter turned into a chilling, otherworldly cackle, sending chills down Totodile's spine. That sound, it's not human, he gasped, realization dawning. They're possessed by some kind of evil entity. He looks at me with wide, fearful eyes. We must intervene before it's too late. To banish the evil spirits, I say, heavenly light, I demand you cast out all evil spirits. Now. I said that. I demand you cast out all evil spirits now. See. Toto watches in awe as my commanding voice echoes through the forest, the air shimmering with celestial energy. Heavenly light, I demand you cast out all evil spirits now. He feels the powerful radiance enveloping the possessed children, their bodies convulsing as the dark entities are forcefully expelled. Oh, this is weird. They get Total gasp as the children collapse, their vacant stares replaced by innocent, confused expressions. They're free! The spirits are gone! He rushes to their sides, offering comfort and reassurance. Shh, it's okay. You're safe now. He glances up at me, filled with gratitude and admiration. Your bravery and strength saved them, Trenton. You truly are a guardian angel. Well, on this, that dragon is, but he steps out of the protective barrier, feeling a mix of relief and trepidation as the force returns to its natural state. We shouldn't linger here. I would recommend you get back in that protective barrier. Recommend you get back in that protective barrier. They are still roaming around here. I need to cast them out of here and send them to a different realm. Otherwise, they could do it to you too. I will be right back.